Quite a crowd. My name is John Savarese, and I have the great honor of serving as the chair of the Board of Trustees of this truly wonderful organization. I hope and I expect that you all were as moved and as energized as I was by what you just heard from Attorney General Holder and from Nate Parker. My homework assignment for all of you is to take a little bit of their passion and their wisdom, their observations about the society in which we live, bring that home with you, nurture it, try to live it. You've heard us say tonight that Vera needs your support at this particular moment more than ever before. So why do we say that? We say that because we believe our country is at a special historic moment in which we have a real opportunity to push the criminal justice system closer to our country's ideals of fairness and justice. That moment that we're passing through right now was shaped in large part by Eric Holder and his many accomplishments as Attorney General of the United States. He used the high pulpit provided to him as the top law enforcement officer of the country to call mass incarceration what it is: a moral and economic failure. His powerful and candid call has set in motion major proposals for reforming the sentencing system. And he's been a leader in what has become a national movement towards seeking real justice, especially racial justice, in a criminal justice system that is plainly bloated, massively expensive, and massively overpopulated with hundreds of thousands of people for whom alternatives to incarceration can and should be considered and fashioned and implemented. And while Eric left public service to rejoin the great Covington and Burling firm, of which he had been a part before his time in public service, he remains dedicated in that new role to crafting a justice system that reduces mass incarceration. He has really been a hero to the Vera Institute and to many of us in this room. I shared what Nate said before. I'm starstruck too to be standing on a stage with him. The Vera Institute is working hard, as you've heard tonight from Nick and others, to try to continue and carry forward Eric Holder's legacy. So it seems, I think, perfectly fitting that we should honor him tonight. And I, for one, am delighted to be able to stand here and thank you, and honored to present our award to you. Eric is the 82nd Attorney General of the United States, but as has been noted, the first African American to serve in that extraordinary role. Eric?
Thank you. Well, you've heard from me already over here. This is high season, something I'd not known about before tonight. So I'm not going to speak too much longer, other than to say that, you know, it is for me, one of the first speeches I gave as Attorney General in talking about this issue was at the Vera Institute back in 2009. Another one in 2014. And I think there's been a good partnership between the United States Department of Justice while I was there, and I hope it continues, with this wonderful institution. And I hope that you all will find ways to support Vera in its very important work. We're talking about transformational kinds of things that Vera is all about, necessary transformational things. And I hope also you will not take from either the speech that you heard about, that 2009 Nation of Cowards speech, or what I might have set up here today. I want to make sure that you understand that I'm optimistic about where this nation can go. I think, as I said, we've made great progress as a nation, and I'm equally confident that we can make more progress if we will focus on issues, if we'll be honest with ourselves, and if we'll support great organizations like Vera that are engaged in the kind of transformational work that I think is really so necessary. So for me, this is a great honor. It's always great to come back to New York. It's always great to be among friends at Vera. And as I said, I hope that you will be texting and doing all the other kinds of things that you can do, which I never saw before tonight. Do all the other kinds of things that will support Vera. But the reality also is that, as I said, we've made great progress, and we owe a great debt of gratitude to people who sacrificed, who gave their lives so that this nation might be better. But now it is our time. And the question is, what are we going to do? The question is, what are you going to do? And so any way that you can to support Vera, any way that you can to support the work that is at the core of Vera's existence is, I think, an absolute necessity if you're going to call yourself a good citizen of this great country. But I'm optimistic that if we work together, if we struggle together, that we can transform this nation and make it one that finally lives up to its founding ideals. Thank you.